So I'm assuming that here was the great battle between David and Goliath.
When you read the Bible, when you read this story, did you imagine that?
God used a weak vessel.
It doesn't matter that they are way more in numbers,
Right.
but God is here.
It's important for us to keep as a reminder that our God is victorious and He wins every battle.
And you know what? Even the enemies know who is the God of Israel.
That's very true, yeah. Shalom, dear friends, and welcome to Israel. Today, we're going to take a look and explore the Valley of Elah.
We're going to talk today from two words perspective. One word, it's my word. A person who grew up in Israel and raised here, and a person who grew up in the state and raised there. So we're going to ask some questions and see if your mind changed when you see the Bible in your eyes.
Yeah. So I would definitely have to agree with you that it's different seeing everything in person, and really the Bible does come alive. And I wanted to ask you, first of all, where are we? What is the significance of this place that we're at?
That's a good question. First of all, it's a beautiful place.
Yes, I would agree.
Very nice view.
Yeah.
Somewhere there, it's our home.
Yeah.
But actually, that's one of the differences between the two words. Here in Israel, if you don't know about the existence of an important place, you would never go. You never see it.
Yeah.
Like the road is down here, and many people driving down the road, and they don't know that we're standing in front of a very important city called Shaaraim.
Okay.
It's a very important city, and we'll talk about that a bit later up there.
Let's go. Okay, so you said Shaaraim. Tell me more about it.
So Shaaraim, it's a word in Hebrew. It means actually two gates. And back then, at that time, people did not build cities with two gates. It's pretty not the smartest idea to do, because a gate, it's a very sensitive place, very weak place, very weak spot. And here in this city, the historians found two gates to the city, and that fits the name of Shaaraim.
Okay.
Here, probably somewhere there outside the city, King Saul, he sat with his military, with his army of the Israelites, and were overlooking the Philistines.
So I'm assuming that here was the great battle between David and Goliath.
That's correct. But not here, because we're now on the top of the hill, on the top of the mountain, but in the valley.
In the valley.
That's what we're gonna oversee now.
So it's quite interesting. I grew up in a believer's family, in a Christian family, read the Bible. I know the story of David and Goliath, and I think it's just so surreal being here and seeing it in front of your eyes, understanding that that side was the Philistines, here was the Israelites, that the battle happened right here in this place, in this valley. And I don't know, it just all becomes so real, and it helps get just the context of what happened and just the wholeness of the story. So tell me more about it. Tell me about the history, and what else do I need to know?
First, I have a question for you. When you read the Bible, when you read this story, did you imagine that? Like, that's how you thought it's going to be looking like? David and Goliath, pretty mountains, pretty dry land.
That's
what you've been thinking? Like, how you visualize that?
No, I thought it would be completely different. I don't know, more glorious. Flowers, yeah. More big and grand, but it's more simplistic than we make it out to be.
Yeah. It's very interesting, because for me, we live here like 45 minutes drive.
Yeah.
And it's not that dramatic for me. It's like, okay, something happened here.
Yeah.
I can't understand it to the fullest like you can understand, because you've been anticipating to see that.
Yeah.
You've been reading and not visualizing, but now we have the ability to see and read and connect it. It's very important.
Yeah.
A lot happened in this place. A lot. If we talk about David came from this side, from Jerusalem mountains,
Mhm.
and he brings some bread and food to his brothers. Somewhere over here, they will not sit inside the city because they want to protect the city. So they will sit, the military will sit outside the city.
Wow, you know, that must have been a really long walk. Now seeing it,
Probably.
yeah, it seems so much more longer than I would have thought.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
not like you can just Venmo now someone and send him some money for a burger.
Yeah, he really made like the walk out here, the effort to come out here. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's very interesting when he came, his brothers, they wasn't happy to see him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different story, but you know, he made some effort.
Yeah, as we can tell, yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, instead of saying the brothers saying thank you, they're like, "What are you doing here? I know you, you little bad
Brother,
boy."
yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting, pretty unique to understand it when you sit here and just to talk about it. Because also the fact that the Philistines they sat on the other side of the valley, and it's written that day and night Goliath will come out and yell and scream and try to say some words to make the Israelites scary. And now when we sit here, we feel even the wind is coming from this way.
Right.
So it makes sense when he shouts, they're probably with the voice, with the wind, the voice is coming.
Right.
Everything is more logic.
Yeah,
I think.
it all makes sense.
It all makes sense. Everything. You know what's not making sense for me though?
What?
The Israelites is sitting here, only one army. That's it's a very strategic spot. Because if the Philistines conquer this city, Sharaim, next destination is Jerusalem. So it's a very strategic spot.
Yeah,
The Philistines sits on 3 mountain tops. Over here, behind you, between us, and behind me. 3 places, 3 militaries, and that back that time, it was the strongest military. It's like the US military vs the Israeli military. It's like Philistine military, very strong. They have horses, they have giants, they are very strong. It's very interesting because when David hits Goliath, all the militaries, all the enemies, they start going back towards Azotus, towards Ashdod nowadays. Interesting, why? Do you think you know why?
No, but I would like you to tell me why.
The reason why the Philistines left because they knew that it's not a fight between 2 armies. It was back then. It was a fight between gods. When Goliath come out, he started to say stuff against our Lord, our God, and that's why David got really mad because he's been in touch with God. He knew who God is, and then you remember what he says. He says, "Who is this circumcised who is talking about us like that?" He got mad, and they knew that it's a God protection.
Right.
So if your side win, it means that your God is with you. So it doesn't matter that they are way more in numbers.
Right.
But God is here.
Yeah, God was with them.
Yeah. So this place is a very significant place for destiny.
Yeah, yeah.
Not only for David, but also for Israel.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that was God's marking here, that he had a greater plan for the Israelites, that he was with them, that he had a direction for them. And he, even through maybe, as we can see, a weak vessel, really, logically, David was a weak vessel, but yet still God used a weak vessel, and he showed victory, and he showed and proved that he is with the Israelites, and he is bringing them to a greater destiny. What a symbolic moment.
Yeah.
And what an honor to be here and to see that right in front of our eyes.
I completely agree with you about that. This place is a significant place, but it's not only what happened here 3,000 years ago,
Right.
but it's from that moment until today, God was faithful, and God is showing his power and his strength to his people, to the Israelites. And you know what? Even the enemies know who is the God of Israel.
That's very true. Yeah, and another thing that's really important to know is that it applies to us today. That no matter the giant that we face, God is with us, God is in us, and he defeats every giant that comes ahead of us. Sometimes it may seem rocky. Sometimes we have to go into a valley to see this giant, to be face to face with this giant. but God still overcomes in those moments, and He is the victorious one. It's important for us to keep as a reminder that our God is victorious and He wins every battle, every
Yes, and
giant
amen.
that we face.
Yeah. And through Jesus, we are able, as all the Christians, able to come under this covenant and to be a big part, a big role in
Right.
God's plan
Yep.
and in God's military and stand together.
Yep.
And I want to tell you guys, you are welcome to come here,
Yes.
see it, feel it, live it.
Yes.
And I think it's changed the way you view the Bible when you see it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It puts everything into a whole different perspective.
And standing from this significant place, from this victorious place, we want to bless you and we want to proclaim a victory over your giants,
Yes.
over the things that you are fighting against. And we know that God is with you, and so you will overcome.
Yeah.
You will have this victory.
Amen.
Shalom from Israel.
Bye, guys.